All right, welcome everyone to our live this evening. And we
Welcome
trust
you.
God that is going to be a wonderful time
Yeah, of course,
together
of
in His
course. It's good
presence.
to have you around.
Yeah, it's nice to have everyone that will be connecting from
At this
whatever
hour.
part of the world.
And make sure you connect well.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I don't think it's morning anywhere now. It's either
Whatever
afternoon.
you call it, whatever how you
Blessings,
can
we
understand it.
bless you. We say we are happy these
To have
days.
you around.
We've been coming live, and then God has been bringing the people,
By His
and we have been
grace.
having fun talking. And today, I think the other time we talked about what is it called? Why men is liquid. That's the recent time, their relationship. We now talked about how to. Last night we talked about healing from
Healing
hurts,
from hurts.
because a lot of people are actually going through one
Challenge or the other.
challenge on the other,
Or they've been hurt in one way or the
actually
other.
caused by various reasons, which we might not know in details, except for one that was telling us about how the landlord was really troubling. She just naturally lost her uh, is it father?
I think the father.
She
Yeah, the
has
father.
nursed over time.
Yes.
He's been ill, and then it was so painful because they are just like a companion. She was not married and all this,
Yeah.
and so we sympathize with
With
her.
those that have lost their
And
own.
then that's one of the
Their
things.
dear ones.
Yeah,
I was having live today, and somebody I've not seen for a very long time, a friend, just told me he lost the uncle.
yeah,
The uncle is a priest in one of these Catholic
Yeah.
churches in where again? Is it Mexico now? I think so. Mexico.
yeah. So a lot of people have lost loved ones,
Yeah.
and I took it as a point of, personally, I took it as a personal thing
It's a
to
normal thing.
pray for people
Yeah.
that have lost their
Dear
loved
ones.
ones, because it's not easy
It's not easy
to
at all.
lose loved ones. So we are happy this evening, and we say, may God bring the people, may God give us good network,
Yes, sir.
and then as the people come, let them find something to take home
And they find
from
expression.
what we are going to be discussing today, the role of the government in building a happier home. Someone says to me, even when I was talking with my husband this evening, they are like, it's family that should be families. The government should be particular about building the society. But the family that make up the society.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's good to see you at this
Adan
hour and at this time.
You're welcome,
You
Gloria
are
Mama.
opening the door for us.
All right, so
So
we trust God for a better
and
network.
you are liking already. Oh, thank
Just
you.
let us know what part of the world that you're connecting with us.
Give us a
And
thumb
God
up.
bless you. As we talk on who is the government is the governing body, the people that see to
Affairs of the
affairs
nation, of the
of
people.
the nation. Please welcome to the live, and God bless you as you join up. You're welcome.
You're welcome again.
And I want to say that you will not regret being here, because you're going to get value for your time, and you're going to learn from
so much.
because when I talk to someone, they say, no, the government has a lot on its side to do. And welcome. Thank you for connecting. So the government has a lot to do. Nobody has ever thought about the government and the family. And then the dimension that we took it the other time says something like, contrary, and which was not palatable enough, but we are happy. Daddy, come and sit here. We are happy. Come and sit. We are happy. Please, we are doing something about the lights still on. Please, Daddy, come and sit here. Let me handle this other one. Then we'll go in. Please go on. We are doing something about our light that just disappointed us. All right, so you talk on. No, you talk on. Let me take on the other one.
Well,
all right.
The government. Who is the government? We are the government. Well, the government is not people in abstract. They are not people that fall from the space. The government constitutes the people, you and I. But it's why we can say government. I mean, government are human beings. They are not robots. But we put the government there to oversee the affairs, to overrule, the affairs of our nation as a people. So when you talk about the government taking care of the family, you're not far from the facts. Is the duty of the government, to take care of the people. Just like in nations that are that are into democracy. What is democracy? Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. So you see, the people are the government. The government is not an abstract. The government is not robots. They are people that are duly elected. If we're having a good democratic setting, they are elected by the people, for the people, to be ruled by them. So when you talk about the government, you are talking about you and I. We are the government, but you see, they are in leadership position. Leadership is not endow on us, but we are born into leader. No one is born a leader. We are born into. We grow into leadership. Leadership is something that is entrusted upon us. It's a trust. So when we're trust and saddled with that responsibility to lead the people, we need to lead by example. We need to lead. And that's where it comes that we need to lead by example. And that example is that our life needs to exemplify what we are leading. See, the government are their responsibility to take care of the family. Who are the family? The family is the bedrock of the society. And so the larger society that we see is actually, spring out. The government sprang out from the family. So it's, I don't know how to call it now. Right now, we are all working for the same benefit of humanity. That's why they say democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people.
By the people.
So that's what it is. So we are collaborating to make sure that our society, is coming out for the best. So if the people are not well managed, if the economy of the country is not going well, then the government is not really well. I think that's where she's coming from, and anchoring for her, that the responsibility of the government is to take care of the family. So if you are not taking care of the family, then you are not working as a government. I don't know if I speak your mind. So that's what it is.
Okay, sorry, we are trying to look at the light issue. And by the grace of God, we trust God. Wow, the light we can manage the light tonight, and possibly it becomes better as we go on. It is well. All right, so let's go on, and as we trust God for people to come. All right, so we are looking at, oh God, thank God for today. All right, we'll just quickly run into what we have. Want to say you're welcome. Please like the live. We are looking at the role of the government in building a happier home. The government's supposed to be like the mother of the, what will I call it now, the mother of the home, because they are actually looking out for the good of the individual. Rosie, okay. Welcome, Rosie. We are great. We are happy having you. Thank you. You're welcome.
It's good to have you around.
We are talking about the role of the government in building happier homes. It looks very strange because someone tells me, no, the government has larger things to do. More work to do
which work?
Than not family. They have, but I am looking at it in this angle. The government is supposed to be looking at for what concerns the individual persons that make up the nation. And of course, these people are from home.
Of course.
And so when you want to see, we don't always want to see people go out, and then come back sad, because they indirectly pass that, what is it called? The mood.
The aroma of their sadness.
Yeah, the mood. Is it the mood they came with to the family? And it affects the government are to protect everything and everyone just for the interest of the family, because when everyone is done with what took them out, they will definitely come back home. Thank you, Rosie. We are happy to have you. All right. So you see, the government has a role to play. If they don't see to better and quiet environment, if it's a chaotic environment, a fighting environment, insecure environment, which the government have the power to provide security. If they are not doing it, it has a way of affecting the individual. Peradventure, a father of a home goes out to work and then come back, or goes out to work and then encounter an insecure situation, and then he loses his life. or he's taken to something happened, accident, he's taken to a hospital that is not equipped.
Yes.
When things are not,
properly handled,
taught outside, it's hard to come home. Yes, it's tough. When things are tough outside, Rosie said, it's hard to come home and be happy. That's where I am going to.
That's right.
So people are not looking at it like that. So we had a situation when someone went out to work, and there was a chaotic situation, and then a careless security men called the police, shot this man, and they were not even in a hurry to take the man to the hospital, and the man bled. Before they got to the hospital, he has died. To me, it's being insensitive in the part of the people that are supposed to be a security agency.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yes. The man lost his life. And then you see a family has lost a breadwinner.
Due to ignorance.
Due to ignorance and lack of sensitivity in the part or the area of the government. When the government does not see to providing job opportunity, people go to school.
Amenities that will make life
job
easy.
Opportunity. Good school. People go to school, come back, and they're at home after schooling. No job.
It doesn't make sense.
That is just the order of the day in the nation we find ourselves. And then, of course, some countries are well, and then they are fine.
Organized.
Yeah,
they provide the necessary amenities for their citizenry.
For these people, for some of these countries that are okay, there are some things that are also lacking, which the government has not provided. So you see that after people go to school, after the years, someone was telling us 2 days ago that came visiting, and he says we have a lot of lawyers. A society that is not what's working. The citizens suffer, but that's just the truth. There's here in Africa, Nigeria, that I know of, at least to be precise, you discover that people find it very difficult to even have good meals, 3 good square meals or 2 to even eat a day. Why? Because the government is not sensitive to the
government is not,
fact
it's not sensitive to the needs
that
of the people.
Need to eat well to live.
Yes, they are more interested in themselves.
So when the government is not seen to this, someone said, I talked about when people are suffering in relationship, I said government needs to build accessible, counseling units. And someone says to me the other day, there are a lot of things that the government are yet to do. These are not important.
But let's get it straight. Who are the government ruling? Is it the roads and the amenities, or human beings? Who are the government ruling?
Human beings. So
that's what we're
they
saying.
Are just using the roads.
Their first primary assignment is creating peace and unity and good, good governance for the people. It's the people that are ruling, not the roads. It's the people that constitute the society. They are put there to oversee the affairs of the society.
So what we have is a aberration in the sense that we are seeing good roads in quotes, which is not even completely good. Visible, and then we have sad people.
They have sad people,
planning the roads. It doesn't make any sense.
So how many good roads do we have? That's what we're asking ourselves.
They should be interested in what happens in the family. That's just the truth. Definitely. And when there is easy flow of basic amenities, the men are happy. All right? A lot of people go to work and the government cannot pay them. A lot of people have retired from work and they don't
have their pension.
They don't have their pension. They cannot even access their pension. And they go back home and they are sad. And then a sad family, a sad mother, sad children
society.
Now pushes the younger children that are coming, that we're supposed to be mentoring, to go and begin to do things that will make them to be menace to the society.
That's it.
So you see, the government has a lot of role. Anyone that says thank you very much, Rosie. She said exactly. Anyone that said the government has no role, someone tells me this evening the family should take care of themselves and not the government. I said it's not true.
It's the responsibility of the government to take care. That's why they are there.
Okay, now look at
God that ordained government.
We can stay a whole day without light, and then for those that. Thank God for prepaid, which we use, but there are people that don't even have it. And before you know it, they are bringing bills for them to pay at the cost of...
the ill economy that they are facing.
At the cost... by the end of the month, they'll bring them so much bills to pay.
Why they have not eaten, they have not fed.
No, why they are not even given the light.
The light, that's it. That's the whole thing.
So there's problem.
There's problem everywhere.
All right. So when there is easy flow of basic amenities, things get easy. Easy access to purchasing necessary things. easy access. At least there are some things, beverages, easy access to have what?
Yeah, water.
Water is
Yes.
a basic
Necessity.
thing that, easy access to have drugs when the people are sick.
Yeah, easy access to get
easy
what
access
you want.
to get
Markets.
some of the things that is
Visible
required.
markets.
We trust God for good network.
To make life go round.
To make life easier.
Yeah.
But you see, when these things are not provided, you discover that what we have
suffer,
is ups and downs.
Yes.
Things not being the way it should
supposed to be.
Yeah. And then there is problem.
There's problem everywhere.
All right. Easy access to purchasing necessary, what is it called? Necessary things. Access to acquiring basic things like what is it called? I wrote something like having your own houses.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, like I'm so concerned about us. Maybe use the other one. I'm so concerned about it. The situation is just, it's so sad.
Yes.
Thank you, Rosie. But then there has to be some kind of, I don't know,
cushioning.
No, there has to be some kind of interest by the government to show that at least they are doing something.
Yeah.
Now there's the house rent for those that don't have personal houses of their own in Nigeria drastically went up. Where normally you should pay 400,000, you are now paying almost 2 million.
Yeah.
Just like that. 1 bedroom, not that it's in a fantastic place.
No, nobody
and
cares.
Everywhere you go to is the same thing. And then they now tells you, I was speaking with a friend some days ago that lives in Lagos. He said it's the same thing. In Port Harcourt, it's the same thing.
Everywhere. So
I was talking to someone that was in Niger State because I stay here in Abuja. He said it's the same thing because people are running down back to Suleja. So it is now increasing. So now look at it. The government is aware.
And the government is not doing anything.
And some of these houses have been built over many years. It's not as if they just did it. Sometimes they'll just quit everyone, go out, and then they will not fix door and then fix the windows, blend, and then they will not add some outrageous money, and then the government is not doing anything.
Yeah.
When citizens cannot afford something like just a house. Then you see everyone.
Yeah.
It's just bad. Even the most it's really basic things are hard to get for low income. Yeah, Rosie, that's true.
Yeah.
So the government don't even care how people are living.
At all.
So you see people, family of 6, because sometimes father, mother, and 4 children, they are living in one room.
Yeah.
I had a woman where, because they sold where we are staying presently, or we are living, they sold the estate, and then this woman with 2 boys that are now grown in the university, but at least most of the time they are in their house.
Yeah.
And then a family that we are occupying, something like 1 bedroom, very large room because it's old building. And then they now went and to start living in a very small, self-contained, very small. So that tells, and she said she was moving some of their things back to the village. A lot of them had to move their things back to the village because they cannot afford to pay for the rentage.
Oh no, it's bad.
If the government can actually call the landlords to order.
No, but see, let's get this thing straight.
Yeah.
You see, they say when the fish starts to rot, it starts from the head.
Yeah.
So you see, what you're talking about right now is corruption that has started from the head. So if the head is doing it, they can't manage it. If a fish is getting rotten, it can't manage the head that is rotting. What happens is that it starts rotting and it gets to the body, it gets to every part of the... So that's what's happening. What we're talking about right now is corruption that starts from the head. So if the head is corrupt, the body will say, okay, they are corrupt, we are going to survive. Let's soil the whole thing. So you see, that's what we are experiencing right now in the system that where we find ourselves in Nigeria right now. Corruption is the bane of the society right now.
So what we are trying to say is that the government can do something.
What can they do? When you have a right-thinking government that can think about the people, that's when they can manage it. But the government that you have in place is not thinking of you and I.
Thank you, Rosie.
They are thinking of themselves, how they can get the resources of the country and put it in their own private account. So they don't have your interests. So that's what is happening. So that's what we are suffering in the country where we find ourselves right now. Your government does not have your interests.
Yeah, but
so governance is all about managing people.
Okay.
And so when you don't have that mindset of managing people, you are managing your own pocket. The problem is...
Okay, let's read what Rosie said. She said, the landlords are sometimes helpless because they are also trying to meet with the cost of... But that's true. Someone says to me, the things skyrocketed. Is it
skyrocketed?
The cost of living just went high.
Yeah.
But our concern is that it's not as if, okay, they have to meet up to their own needs too.
Definitely.
Yeah, but there should be some balance. At least the government should come in and say, no, there should be a kind of an equilibrium point, a point, percentage.
But no,
because some of these houses are not new.
Okay, it's not the same thing. They're talking about housing now. What about you going to the market? The price of goods are going up every day. Okay, the last time I was in the market, I do shopping for my family actually, and so I had an opportunity as a YouTuber. I was interviewing one of the women and asking her. I said, "What happened during the last Salah that just passed?" And I learned that before the Salah, the prices of goods came down drastically. I said, I don't know why. Then after the Salah, the price went up again. She made me understand that, well, they did it for the Muslim people, and they are also doing it canvassing for a 2027 election.
From them,
yes.
So that's
I was made to understand. What I'm trying to bring out here is that the people, the government, which are the people, their interest is paramount above the people they are ruling. So that's where the problem is. You understand? So that's the problem.
There is a problem now. How do we do? Thank you for helping us discuss more this evening. She said landlords, sometimes the government charges them a lot on property, but that's true. But there should be some check. Can you just push this forward? I think for it to be better. I don't know. The fan forward. No, this is the ground. From the ground, please. Let's see. Let's just go on. It's okay. So it now says then the greedy ones shoot the prices very high. So that also tells us there is a problem.
There's a problem.
So the society is direct reflection of what the family is suffering.
Yeah, the family is suffering.
So that means it will take the grace and mercy of God for us to have a sane
and a balanced society. You see, the dice has been cast. And when the dice is cast, when I mean the dice has been cast, is that a problem has already been set in here. So it takes the grace of God to begin to know how can we correct it.
How can you correct it when plenty people are now leaving? So any other person want to leave the country. They want to leave the country because there seems the thing don't seem to have a
balance.
And so the earlier, if I have my way, I will keep shouting it to the government, because I see myself someday to be called an ambassador for peace and joy at home. The government truly have to hear, and I believe God that someday, even though the problem we have in Africa is that the cliques of people that are the I don't know, people that install the people that we rule. Will not even allow the people that have just elected to do what they are expected to do.
Yes, there's a manipulation from
Africa has a problem. Now there is this young guy in the 30s that is the governor, that is the president of is it what country is that? Burkina Faso. And I heard that he's receiving a lot of threats here and there. So you cannot just be a good person and they will allow you to, those that are the cabals, will not allow you to express yourself. Please, you are welcome. Please like the live and appreciate your being there. And of course, I will say do not, just keep on bringing your contribution to the topic of discussion, and then subscribe to our channel, and then if you can, super chat, also give us what is it called?
Super chat us, give us a thumb up. And make sure you also subscribe. And as you subscribe, press the notification button.
So that
whenever our videos that come up, you will be the first
to get it. Turn on your notification button and help us to do well. We have dreams of doing better, and like I always say, every day is my confession and belief that even when I'm 80, I will still be doing this.
What you know how to do better.
Yes. So what about employment? If we look at some aspect and we feel it cannot work, like we are talking about the high cost of living, we see people are dying by the day. I was in the hospital for some time. Some months, some weeks back, and then we saw some cases whereby people are in the hospital, they are looking for, some necessary
support
things, not even support, so necessary things to be given from the hospital, and they can't even access it. Someone that's supposed to be in a different world, you see them being in another world. You know why? Because there's no amenities and there are no good drugs. We saw I had an opportunity. I was in a female surgical ward because I had surgery, and you have these two people, you know, that had the accidents on their legs, and they were all placed inside where we are, where they are not supposed to be, and they were shouting that they are not even giving them adequate care. No checks, no. Oh my God, the thing is so
not adequate at all.
It's not. I know what I suffered even when I was there, but at the end of it, or what I'm trying to say is that even in the hospitals, you can't even get, you know, good medical care. Our healthcare is nothing. Yes, that's true, Rosie. Honestly, nothing to write home about. Nothing. Sometimes you're in the hospital and, well, there is no light, but I mean, and where I am is even one of the best, as in among the hospitals that you can even name that can actually give me what I wanted when I went there. But God will help our nation, and we trust God that it will be better than what we are. But someone needs to be a voice that the government must hear. Somebody needs, the government must hear. The government must listen. All right? Funny. When she said that, so we are reading what she said. Funny things, even with people who have money, there are a lot of people that have money, but sometimes they are afraid of bringing out the money. Why? Because even if you give it, it will be channeled wrongly. All right? I was in the hospital, and there's some people that, you know, represent the charity organization, charitable organization, and they'll bring money, give certain doctors to help those that are in need. Some of these people will now keep it for themselves or give a portion of the money instead of distributing it evenly for those that are in the wards. If you fell into the wrong hands when you need urgent medical help, your money can't even save you. That's true. Unnecessary, what is it called? He said, I'm trying to, available, is it abundance, what, death everywhere. Yeah, deaths that can be avoided. We see it. And at the long run, which is where I drug my topic for today, where I got my topic for today, is that, you know, a lot of families are really suffering. Because they now lose loved ones. They lose loved ones, and then they begin to, you know, suffer unnecessarily. Some cannot continue in school, some just go into one other. Thank God for the light that just came in. Why? Because people that are supposed, the government that is supposed to be the help for the now, is even handicapped and cannot help. Can you off this or go and charge this, but eventually take light? Please, Ella, help. Go charge this, but eventually take light. All right, so let's just go on. Access, but it's going to be dangerous if it just go. Can we please go on, please? When there is good meal. Good meal. So many people in those days, earlier, many years ago, my husband and I used to do a program that we tag one good meal for the street child, at least one good meal for the street child.
That's humanitarian.
Yeah, because for the street child, but as it is right now, even a lot of family cannot afford one good quality meal in a day.
What can you say about that?
So there is a problem.
There's a chaos.
The government
in the system
must hear. The government somehow must hear. See that with, I don't know how. But the government has to hear, and like you said earlier, that people that have the money, there are people, a lot of people in Nigeria are owners of private jets.
Yes.
There are a lot of philanthropists that I have, and they can help. Someone says to us, Nigeria, in fact, there's 6 people in Nigeria can take care of the needs.
Economy. Not even 6 people. There's one man that can feed the whole of Nigeria. Let me tell you something. Recently, I heard about a story in the net about a black man in...
Ella, I said it that the light is going. Bring it like that. Bring it back. Sorry, we have issue with lights. Bring it back. Bring the other light back. Run and see, we have issue with lights. That's the problem with lights. We just...
So sorry.
We just put off the light and then it went off again. So God will help us. So, that's the problem we have. Can I have the lights, please?
Sorry about that. That is break in transmission. It happens once in a while.
Can you just give me the light?
What part of the world that we find ourselves? It's one of the things we're talking about. You know, that affects us. Things are not done adequately. We suffer inadequate light, and it has a way of affecting the flow of your work. For those of us that light is a necessity for us, this is the way we are being deprived. This is the way we are being, slowed down in our work. We are sorry about the light issue. So, like I was saying, I read over the internet some few months ago about a Nigerian. Said in Nigerian, they discovered that he has a certain amount of money. I've forgotten the quotation right now. That money can feed the whole of Nigeria. A Nigerian man can feed. He has that account in a foreign account. So
but the government is aware of some of this.
One person can feed the whole of Nigeria. But you see, the problem we have right now here is that the country is a country meant for the rich right now. If you're a poor man, you can't survive it here. It takes the grace of God. So you see, so these are the things where the challenges that we're facing in a country that we find ourselves. So some will say, well, how do we survive it? Well, God will help us. As long as we are still alive, you know, one thing I know there is that we Nigerians have been trained to be hard, and we are able to survive any hardship. We are trained, but I know the training is for good, because I mean the whole thing will change one day. I believe it. Someone will tell me, how will it change? No, it will change. As long as we have not died, we're alive. I know there's a new Nigeria that's emerging. That's my belief. So I have that belief. So what we're saying right now is that the government supposed to be, the caretaker of the family, because we put them there by trust that they should be able to handle the affairs of the country, of the people. So they are there to manage people, not to manage their pockets. You know, so such a situation like this is something we are addressing. You know, we have to say it in home front, because we can't shy away from it.
I think the best thing is we keep shouting it until there's solution someday. If you have any contribution to help, please do. And I'm trusting God that someday I'll be part of the government of the day that will be heralding. Please, I've left it away. That will be heralding that some of this solution lies in our power to be able to make it what it should be. Good Nigerians need good meal. These are some of the things that the government should be able to cushion.
Provide,
good meal, good school for our children. Because if it comes to them, they quickly will take their own words.
So let me just
out of the country.
Let me come in here today.
So there is. Let's read what Rosie said before it goes up. If the government even finds the person, it's to collect their own share, not to use this on the nation. But what do we now do regarding this? Should we continue? Rosie Empire, by the way, is a YouTuber. She's like a mentor to me, because she really helped me so well to get to this place. I was asked every nitty-gritty question that I need to ask, and she was really a guide. So we appreciate all the work you did in my life, and please, you can always follow her. Trust to get the best of content from her. We appreciate your making our evening, Rosie Empire. Thank you. He said, a working country, we find that what person and tax scheme heavy, then use the money on the nation. That's true. Okay, I was talking about a man that you mentioned. That's what a working country should do. But truly, a lot are not doing it. So I don't know, should we continue to go from one bad state to the other?
Just like what the Bible says, must we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. So where there is abundance of sin, that what we're finding in the country right now, grace cannot thrive. Grace cannot find expression. So you see, so what we do is that we must find a way, like you said, in this part of where we find ourselves. We are talking about families right now. We cannot stop talking, because it's through talking that a solution will come. You know, I was doing a program today. Today happens to be Children's Day, 27th, and I looked at it. I said, you know, it is recently I just discovered when I Google, I know that Children's Day is celebrated all over the world. It's different from International Day for Children. Children's Day is celebrated different days differently in different countries. It's recognized.
This like the
International Day for the Child is also celebrated. Their main aim is that to protect the right of the child and the well-being. No, that is a government, I mean, a body that sat down in Geneva and agreed that the right of the child must be protected. And I looked at it, the Children's Day in Nigeria we're celebrating does not have a vision. Because the International Day has a vision, because when they're protecting the right of the children, what children are we protecting here? And I looked at it, well, Children's Day in Nigeria, I mean, what's the value? There's no value. There's no value because
everybody's at home right now.
The government is not protecting
every child is at
any
home.
value.
Yeah.
The child, those days when we were little children, I know what Children's Day is. If you understand what I'm saying, the euphoria of it, of boxing, that you are going to go to the stadium to match. I don't know, maybe you understand what I'm trying to say. You're going to see your state administrator eyeball to eyeball. I don't know, maybe you understand what I'm trying to say. You have an opportunity to see.
And then you talk about it.
The president. We talk about it absolutely linger in our memory. But nowadays it's no longer like that. So we don't leave any memory, no values for our children. That was what I was looking at, no value for our children. So this is one of the things we should look at, because right now, whatever is happening in the country, our children are the ones that suffer.
So we should take
there's no value.
Yeah, she said exactly. Marching under the sun.
Yeah, under the sun. And you see, you don't look at the sun, you enjoy it.
You are excited that you are going out with your friends.
I remember that excitement. The excitement is like the excitement of you seeing your administrator. Your administrator of your state,
and
eyeball to eyeball.
Matching.
You are matching.
And then you are looking.
And the schools are competing. And they're telling you who is the best school that ever matched. Can you ever forget that memory? It linger. It's part of education. But now the children don't have access to see their state administrator, and there's no colonial. And what happened? Because insecurities in the land. We want to allow the children to go to the stadium. That our children don't go out again.
It's okay. They're not even planning it because they're thinking about themselves. The money they will spend. In private. But what we are saying is that, so you see, that tells me that family, in quotes, we keep failing.
Failing, yes.
That the
because
nation,
the values is no longer there.
No, the nation cannot get to the beauty that it's expected to get to if something is not done. And honestly, out of my experience over life, in life, and I haven't been in church, been a church person over years, except for the mercy of God. I don't know if there will be. That's okay. Blessed Majesty, thank you for being on. So we appreciate your being on. Except for the mercy of God, I don't know. Christina, welcome. We are happy to have you, Christina, my dear friend. Yes. All right. So,
she's calling
what
from
do
Canada,
we
right?
do? Yeah.
Canada.
Welcome, Christina. I hope you are feeling better today. All right. Yeah, welcome. So we are trying to talk about, the nation correlating, I don't know, the place of the government and the
role of place of the government and the functionality of the government in the family.
So the truth of the matter, the way I'm saying it now is like something is gonna happen. If I don't know, except maybe Jesus just come and then the whole world ends, or else the society will keep getting rotten by the day. From where my husband came from, Ibuzo in Delta State, really, when we travel, it's like scary. Everybody have turned to Yahoo boy. Every people that are in the streets saying, they will tell you they sell items only for Yahoo boys. They are not even afraid of saying it. God bless you both.
Because they have the monies. Bring
good to the earth. Thank you, Christina. I hope you're feeling better today. We are happy to have you. Yes, the other woman, I know her, so I said let me visit, because of course she comes around my in-laws, and then we're friends. And so I went to visit. I said, let me see what's in your shop, see if I pick up. She said, no, all she sells are things for Yahoo boys. If you can't go to restaurants and buy things, things are so expensive in that Ibuzo. Ibuzo is not just close to Delta State. Things are so expensive. Everybody is a Yahoo. Everybody, and they are not ashamed of saying it. And this Yahoo boys trend has made so many
life
things
unbearable.
very
difficult.
Yes. You can't buy. Oh my God. Oh my, let me not go there. Because of course it's not all the time I cook when I travel. So sometimes I want to go and eat out, and we're like, God, how do people survive here? And they are happy. They are everywhere in Abuja. They are everywhere, and the government is not saying anything about it. They are not encouraging.
Of the society.
It has not. It is hot and sunny today. Wow, Canada is hot and sunny today.
Beautiful weather.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. I used to be scared of Canada. I said, when they say come to Canada, I was crying the other time. I was like, by God, I don't want to go to this country because of cold.
Yeah.
They said someone tells me it's not cold all the time. So it's good to hear that. I hope it's gone well with you and your landlord today, Christina. All right, let's read what Rosie said. I'm just enjoying this moment. Even my side now, house rent has what tripled because of the Yahoo boys. That's true. The thing has become the trend, and then the government cannot do anything.
Yeah.
God help our nation. Yes, Christina, I live in Abuja. Yeah, and we thank God. Yes, he says summer. It's summer, so it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
I'm moving on. Okay, that's interesting. Typical Africa.
Yeah.
Typical African. Welcome. It's a long time I saw you. It was during the stream time I was seeing you on my live. I'm happy that you are here. Today that I have the best of lights. We're just managing lights if we are coming.
Yeah.
We are happy that you are here. So we are looking at the plights. The plight we are facing in Nigeria as per the government versus the family. We have discovered from analyzing the topic of the day that it's not possible for the family to be completely a fulfilled one without the help of the government. But the government of the day is not even interested in what is happening in the family. Thank you for being there, Christina. She said, okay, it's the topic of the... Thank you. Yeah, Typical Africa. We are happy having you, Tracy. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So what we are trying to say, we talked about hospital is not okay. So how do we now help the situation? What can we do? Yes, we started a while ago, but we are still happy that you made it. I started late too today, but it's okay. We are happy you are here.
Yeah.
All right. I hope your work went well. She said, Christina said she was working. Sorry, it's a little bit dark here. We are having issues with light, but we trust to make it better.
Yeah. The light will soon come up. Don't worry.
I'm not cooking at this moment. I've not started doing a lot of things because
tell her that you did surgery?
I'm healing.
You're not been. Tell her she just came out of surgery room and she has just been recuperating, so she's not yet strong enough. I've not been doing
a lot of things. I don't even cook now.
She
but I promise you that fufu and okra soup or egusi.
And she gets stronger
when I'm ready to do that.
She's just recovering from surgery.
All right. Okay, so let's go on. We are actually praying. So what can we do about our nation? What can we do about our nation and the people and family? A lot of people are going through crisis. A lot of people are contemplating community suicide. A lot of people have turned to Yahoo. I don't know what Yahoo is all about, Yahoo boys. I don't know what they do. Now someone was telling, my younger brother was telling me that it's not just Yahoo, there's Yahoo Plus. I don't know what it's all about.
They have now upgraded.
Christina said she's going to cook for me. Okay, that'll be fine. Whenever you're ready to do that, I'm sure we'll be live together and I will see what you have to do. I'm making Greek. What is that? You said Greek what? Grand Turkey. What's that?
Luxury what? Okay, Turkey.
Meatball, curry rice, and steamed veggies. When are you doing it? It's online now. Yahoo Plus is very bad. Terrible. So I think it's the Yahoo Plus, I think that's the one they said they bring about rituals coming to it.
They are upgrading.
Thank you.
The upgraded version of Yahoo.
Thank you, Christina. I'm very happy. At least, thank you for that. So we'll talk. We'll talk actually on that. I want to be part of that you're cooking. Even I'm not going to eat it, but at least let me see how it goes.
Yes, definitely.
Giving incentive like. But then if the government cannot provide all this now, how are we now going to giving incentive? In the I talk about giving incentive here, really, because if in this harsh situation that we find ourselves in our nation, if the government truly, if the government can see and acknowledge and encourage families that have been able to raise like 5 children, 4 children, successfully, children that are not menace to the society, children that are not causing trouble to society. You go to some family, they have doctors, they have lawyers. In this hardship, sometimes the children don't have enough to eat in school, but they manage to come out as doctors, as lawyers, as engineers.
The family is proud of them, but they can express
what
themselves.
is it called? Whatever, nurses. They've been able to raise people that are now adding to the society. Government should be able to give kudos to this family, give them some incentive as a kind of
aid,
a way of encouraging
them and aiding them to
and also
express themselves,
encouraging other families to imbibe the parts that these people have imbibed to make something better out of their family, even in the harshest, is there an English like that?
Economic reality.
Harshest condition. All right, so that's just it. Government has to do something. I look forward to one day getting my proposal before the government approve, for them to give me listening ear on how they can contribute, even if it's little by little, to see that family are happy
again,
and are getting the peak of what they are called out to do. So guys, please keep the comments going. And all right, that's that's us there, and then we are happy for this, Christine. Brave guys, thank you very much.
Thank you for you are there and we are here. Thank you, Christina.
All right,
it's good to have you around.
All right, so giving incentive, helping in what reduction of cost of living, in advanced country. No, that's what they call it before, when you question what they call it, as in the fuel the other time, subsidized
prices of foodstuff,
subsidize the way of living, subsidize the way of living. In an advanced country, there's identity like subsidy. I don't know. For those that are outside the country, okay, we have someone in the UK. We have from Canada. How does the government subsidize for some of the things that some of the cost of living, like food?
Of course,
food.
They made it mandatory that there's like free education. They remove subsidy. That's the subsidy they use.
But don't you think they collect it from tax?
No, tax is there going on, but that's what you enjoy when they give your children school free education to a certain level. You enjoy it. It's a subsidy that's removed, so they use it too. But we don't have anything here in Africa and Nigeria. Nobody cares. You sweat it all around. There's no free education. The free, the good health center that you have, those subsidies, is what is used to cushion, to take care of the citizens. Those advanced countries, are mindful of their citizens.
But there's something that Rosie said that is very, very important. We have a lot of wealthy people in our nation.
Yeah, we have. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so he said they should look for those people. If with the government be able to do that.
You see, one thing you should understand is that the government has already taken a mandate.
Please light the light here where it comes.
Okay, somebody like Dangote can feed the whole of Nigeria and they'll be changing them.
All right.
Why is he not decided to say, let me feed Nigeria? But you see, they are also working hand in hand with the government. They cannot go outside doing the will of... They are working for their own common interests. Sorry for me to say it. Somebody like Dangote can feed the whole of Nigeria. But he will not do it. That's one of the richest men. He's not the richest man right now. One of the richest men in Africa right now is a South African. I've forgotten his name. But
so it's not a priority. It's not the assignment.
It's not the assignment because they feel that the society has become so corrupt that everybody wants to protect their interests.
Okay.
So if he decides to say, I'm coming out today as the richest man, I want to feed Nigeria, he will lose some of the contracts he's supposed to get. The government will not give them.
Why will he lose?
Because the government has their own personal interests. So if you don't dance to their tune, so there's a system put in place in that when you don't dance to our tune, we will not go. Okay.
Thank you, Christy.
Like now,
thank you.
Let's look at it now. Right now, the right person to rule Nigeria is Peter Obi.
Thank you. Okay, let's just say Peter. No, don't even go there. We don't want to go there.
But they will not allow him. Because
Peter Obi could come and they could frustrate him.
Because there's a system put in place.
All right, so I want to say we appreciate you being there. And please, if it's possible, if you can, do super chats or give us super thanks.
Let's have some money to do the work.
Let's have some money to do the work. A lot of people are not online now. I'm sure network have kicked them away. Please get up a little. This thing has gone down. Just get up.
That's what going on. Just be doing what you're doing.
Just get up and sit down again. That's all you should do. All right, to sit down. So that we can, when people are not there, you got up and sit down again. All right, so we appreciate this moment. It's been so wonderful. So we're talking about building counseling units that can also, you know, get information and pass back to the government. Counseling units. The nation need help, but when help is not coming, what do? The nation need help. Nigeria families need help. You see, someone was talking today and we are analyzing the male child in the family, and we've come to realize that a lot of male children, due to peer pressure to or young growing male adults in the family, and the family cannot, you know, comfortably give them, buy them, provide what they need to meet up to some of their needs and their needs. These people are confused, they're going to depression. So many things is happening that is not supposed to happen. And if it continues like that, what we see in the movie begin to play out in reality. What do I mean? What I mean by saying that is that we, of a necessity, should truly be able to help. All right? We should be able to help to see that the younger ones that are coming don't grow in frustration.
That's it.
Please, the younger ones that are coming should not be allowed to grow in frustration. A lot of people are dying. Recently, we were with some pastors and we were discussing about a young boy that took his life. He became so sad. Please like the life here, welcome, and please contribute to the topic of the government versus, you know, the family, the home front. What the government can contribute to make life easier on the family, thereby we raising better people in the society that will help make the society correct. Correct. Permit me to use the word. If we keep raising people that have headaches, that's why you see young men, we were discussing some days ago, young men that will marry, you know, a young lady and begin to turn her into punching bags, some go do some abusing this young women. There's verbal abuse, there's emotional abuse, there's physical, like he just said, all kinds of abuses, because they are sad people. They grew up being sad. Families, men and women are yelling. There's no good job. You can imagine a man losing his job a season like this, or maybe you're going to work, and truly what is playing out in Nigeria today is that you spend all the transport going to work and you come back, and when they pay you, you discover you don't even have anything. And you're owing because you have to eat. And so people that have car, the only way a lot of people that have car, that have the courage do is that they fuel their car, carry passengers on their way to work, just to see that they have money for fuel. Just for fuel. And then you are opening yourself because you don't know who you are carrying. Sometimes you are carrying the wrong person. That might be what? Detriment to your life. I'm not saying in all cases, but in some cases, that is just the way it is. There's no privacy. Everybody just opens your car and enter because you're looking for money for fuel. But that's what is happening. And then the man comes back home, he's tired, he's yelling. So now they don't go at the government. In the government sector, government workers, they go to work sometimes only twice in a week. Someone goes today, and then the other time the other one will not go. How would they how would they be productive? Work? The economy cannot work. Because the people are just wrong.
Managing.
They are not giving.
They're not productive.
All right? So please, what we are appealing is that let people be productive. Let people be productive. Let people be productive, please, so that we can have a better nation, a better world. All right? Society. So, like I started with building counseling units. The government have to hear people. Sometimes when, in those days before I came on YouTube, when people are shouting, I will be asking, is the government really hearing? Because if we finish shouting on air and the government is not hearing and nobody is taking it to them, you know, to the authorities, then there is going to be problem.
There's going to be chaos.
There's going to be a lot of chaos. So we say to people, are the government hearing? Or there should be a system whereby these people, when message is passed, especially when it's coming from the home front, they should please look into building little counseling units. And when they do so, anything that is very, very vital will be taken somehow to a doorstep of it, just like what this guy is doing, Brekete family. Taken to the doorstep of the government so something can be done about it.
That's a local community that is fighting for the masses.
Yeah.
Human rights
activists. That's individual. Yeah. That tells me the government keep traveling, the people in leadership keep traveling in and out of the country, and they are not doing anything that has to do with helping of the society. It's very bad, and we pray God help us in any way that we need. They can help. So we have seen tonight that it's not possible for the family to really be the best that they can if the government does not rise up,
and take
especially in Africa. Yeah. Especially in Africa, West Africa, especially
Africa in general.
In Nigeria, where the country has been tagged as part of the corrupt nation that we have, and then we have intelligent minds.
Yes,
we have money.
We have resources.
We have natural resources.
And human resources.
We are very endowed. Yeah. We have strong people. We have fine people that we cannot manage. Oh, what a pity. What a pity. We need help.
Yeah, we need help.
So we keep praying. I don't know. We keep praying for the help of God.
We'll not stop praying
to come.
An intervention.
And God
to come.
will certainly intervene.
Yeah,
so we call on the government. Please, if you can help me, Heart Talk Zone with Konji. If you can be a voice that be stretched to the government, we need to sit down and dialogue with the government of the day, to see how they can
sanity.
Help the family.
Yeah.
If they're saying everyone is corrupt, you see, one of those days I was at the court here in Kubwa, federal court. Is it court? The court in Kubwa actually is close to a police station. And then I went to get some document, but it's close to the police station. And there was this big van. It was just a wall, fencing them. Yeah. But there is openings in the wall that you can see. So I saw this long coaster bus carrying a lot of people. And they tagged them, they said there are young boys that causes, menace. There are so many of them. They are Yahoo boys. They are causing trouble in the nation, in the society. Yeah. They are just, oh my God, it's just, oh my God,
a horrible sight.
A horrible sight. And they filled the whole bus, and they brought them, and they said they are taking them to some places, Kuje, to put them at their rehabilitation center and whatever. What does Nigeria Rehabilitation Center have to offer? As far as I'm concerned, it's only the mercy of God that we just intervene. Yeah. But I'm saying, instead of picking these small young guys
and setting them up
and setting them up
for tomorrow
as a scapegoat, instead of allowing these boys to enter the hands of bad people that will torture them, and then not, why don't governments do the right thing? Yeah. So we have this boy being more productive. We have a lot of people that have skills. They have a lot. They are trained. Talent. They have talent, God-given natural talent, natural ability. So but they don't have the finances to express themselves. Government should look into helping one person, 2 persons, 3 persons, as they've always been done. Let's not begin to make it look as if they're not doing anything at all. And then one other person that have the means, helping another, it to encourage these young guys to get up and learn and put their brains to work and begin to work to see that their society become better than what we are
experiencing right now.
What we're experiencing. So we encourage people, please, as much as possible, as much as you can, contribute your
society.
Voter. Let our voice get to the government.
Let our voice be heard.
I know. Let our voice get to the government to see that there's a way they can help. Even if it's picking just 10 families, let's start with that.
Yeah.
And try to encourage them by doing something that will help them.
Help them, that's definitely.
It will not be like, what is it now called? it will not be like a way, a picture.
Yes, of bringing sanity to the society.
And a simple way of bringing sanity to the society. I want to really appreciate this moment that we have spent together with everyone that appeared. We say God bless you, and please do not forget to super chat us anytime you're watching our videos. And God bless you as you do so. And we want to believe the evening has been wonderful, and there is more that you, God can use you to offer our society and our world.
Don't belittle what God can do through you.
Do not belittle
with you
what
and with
God
us
can do through you. You are special. You are important. You are going places.
You are going somewhere to
happen. Christopher is on live television. Please, you can always follow the. We try to do things together recently, and just to
push the work.
The two channels, Heart of Zone with Tina Okonji. We are all about building healthy relationships
and bringing meaning to one life.
And then we are all about healthy lifestyle. You understand? Telling people that their life can just be better. What they have desired. And building strength in each individual. Making them believe they can make it and they can live a joyful life.
A joyful, fulfilling life.
A joyful life. And a life that is fulfilled. They don't have to die in pains. They don't have to die and want them in tears. No, they don't have to. So we encourage people on a daily basis. You can watch all my videos. As you do so, do not forget to super chat or send me super time. Somebody say, what's that? You will, when each time you open my video, because I'm monetized, you will just see where there's a money sign.
Pop up.
Tap it. Just tap that place. I see a money sign, and you can send me a gift to help me
to encourage the work.
On. And I want to assure you that whatever you sow,
you will reap.
It's
a sowing ground. It's a sowing. That's the word. It's a sowing ground.
Thank you, and we appreciate your being there, Rosie. Thank you. You made our evening. We appreciate it.
Thank you for
Thank you very much, and see you when we come live again. Bye. All right.